have no connection. I'm not seeing it. Give me the back end page. I'm gonna have to go. Good to go? Ready? Good afternoon and welcome to the fabulous Las Vegas Rotary Club. For this Rotary year, Rotary International President Barry Rassin asked us to be people of action and to be the inspiration. This club's continuing mission to teach youth to succeed through literacy, education, and life skills development is the inspiration that President Rassin asks of us, and the numerous local and international projects that we participate and support are the action that he asks us to take. My name is Jim Cole, and I thank you for giving me the privilege and the honor for serving as the 96th president of, without exception, the best Rotary Club in the world. Thank you. At this time, for those of you who are on Facebook, I ask that you open up your phones and share our live stream to the rest of the world. Briefly, for today's historical facts, in 1512, Michelangelo completed his painting of the Sistine Chapel. In 1952, Montreal Canadian Jacques Plante became the first NHL goaltender to wear a full face mask. And in 1993, the European Union formally took shape. Just so you know, in Massachusetts, you may not drive in your car with a gorilla in the back seat. So there goes that vacation. If I could bring Michael Williams to the front for the invocation, please.
Can you sit in the front seat?
It's unknown.
Before we have the invocation, could we all just bow our heads and just have a few moments of silence in lieu of what's happened this week? Amen. Instead of just saying something I've memorized or read off something, I decided I would say something about what happened last night at trick-or-treating. And I'm sure any grandparents out there that went trick-or-treating last night, and anybody out there, the grandparents that went trick-or-treating last night and stuff. It was interesting. I was with my 7-year-old granddaughter, and I walked in and I was dressed like a hippie, which that's my generation. So I had, yeah. Thankful I can still fit in my bell bottoms. So I I walked in and my granddaughter's friend said, "What is a hippie?" And then I said, "Well, I don't know. You tell me." And she said, "Oh, in the olden days, those are those people that wanted peace instead of war." From a 6-year-old. So I was touched by that. So I don't have anything formal to say other than I just wanted to thank all the hippies that wanted world peace, all the Gandhis, all the Martin Luther Kings, all the Mandelas, and all the Rotary people in this room. Because we do make a difference on some level, no matter what it is, somehow, every day. And I'm so thankful for that, and that thankfulness is all coming up. Thanksgiving is coming, but I'm thankful every week that I have you as another family. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'd like to invite Jamie Goldsmith to the front.
So I put a lot of thought into what song to sing this week, because so much has happened this week, and I just wanted to make it special. So I think there's a lot of questions that need to be answered, and the answers are either right in our face or they are as intangible as the wind. So I thought we could sing "Blowin' in the Wind" by Bob Dylan. How many roads must a man walk down before you can call him a man? How many seas must the white dove sail before she sleeps in the sand? Yes, and how many times must the cannonballs fly before they're forever banned? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Yes, and how many years can a mountain exist before it's washed to the sea? Yes, and how many years can some people exist before they're allowed to be free? Yes, and how many times can a man turn his head and pretend that he just doesn't see? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Yes, and how many times must a man look up before he can see the sky? Yes, and how many ears must a man have before he can hear people cry? Yes, and how many deaths will it take that too many people have died? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind.
Thank you. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance. Thank you. Please be seated. Our Sergeant Arlene, okay. Sergeant at Arms is Arlene, and I ask that you please remember to hold all of your applause until all of our visitors and guests have been introduced. Bob, do we have international guests today?
President Jim Cole, we still have
Murray from Calgary. He won't go away.
Welcome back, Murray.
Hey, thanks, Bob. Just a small point on the hockey there. The name is Jacques Plante.
My apologies.
It's like Marc-Andre Fleury, two good Canadians. Both great goaltenders, and I'm really happy to be here as I always am, and it's a lot warmer here than where I'm from.
Welcome back. Good to see you again.
You don't have any snow up there, do you? Oh.
Okay, do we have any visiting Rotarians from other clubs?
Hi, I'm Paula Harden. I'm from Clarksville, Indiana. I don't want to talk. My name is Paula Harden, and I'm visiting from Clarksville, Indiana. Rotary Club of Clarksville, we're a small club, about 30 members, but we do have the honor of hosting the district governor for our area this year.
Fantastic. Welcome. Do we have other visiting Rotarians? Could you raise your hands, please? Seeing none, guests of Rotarians.
I have two guests from Henderson, Jeannie, and Houston, Texas, Helen.
Welcome.
I have a guest, actually a guest of past President Jim Hunt, his brother John Hunt. If you'd like to stand, John, say hi. And we also have, I guess, the Honorable Judge Mark Bayless with us, if you'd like to stand, Judge. Thank you.
Welcome.
I like your tie.
Good afternoon, fellow Rotarians. It's my pleasure to also introduce a guest of past President Jim Hunt, Leslie Mujica.
Welcome. Do we have other guests of Rotarians?
Got one right here. My friend, my golfing buddy, and a huge Las Vegas Aces fan, Jason Davidson.
Welcome.
I've got my friend and client Gordon Kegg here today from Phoenix.
Welcome. Other visitors?
Okay. Gwen just said that all these people at this table are here because of the coach. Should we introduce them all?
Yes, please.
Hi, I'm Morgan Taylor. I'm with the Las Vegas Aces. I'm one of the sales reps. So all of the Las Vegas Aces fans in the building, if you can please stop by our table after the lunch so we can talk to you about our season coming up.
Hi, everybody. I'm Darren Simmons, new to the Vegas area. I actually moved here a month ago, so thank you for allowing us to be here.
Sean McIntosh. I'm Director of Ticket Sales and Service with the Las Vegas Aces.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thomas Johnson with the Las Vegas Aces. I'm also on the sales team. We're more than happy to talk to anybody about upcoming season.
Good afternoon. I'm Maria Luisa Martina. I actually work for Bill Lambier. I'm his executive assistant, and we're honored to be here.
Good afternoon, everyone. Christine Monger. I have the privilege of overseeing business operations for the Aces.
We have another table.
Hi, I'm Sammy Weisenberg, and I'm also on the sales team. Thank you for having us.
Hello, I am Carolyn Swords, and I am center for your Las Vegas Aces.
Chris Lumagi, I'm the social media manager for the Las Vegas Aces.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ariel Spicer. I am a proud supporter of the Las Vegas Aces, and I'm actually the assistant director of the WIN Employee Foundation.
Hello, everyone. I'm Samantha Witkowski, and happy to be here.
Hello, I am Alyssa Shank. I'm actually from Indiana, so hello. I'm the assistant athletic trainer with the Aces.
And we're not done. We have my favorite person in the whole wide world, Michael. He's here because of Coach Lambier. And the only thing that would make this better for him is if he won the raffle today.
Don't you already have that covered for him? Okay. Okay, and I'd just like to introduce the head table. We have directly across from me Autumn Spicer. Also with the Las Vegas Aces, we have Coach Lambier, who will be speaking with later, and very happy Jim Hunt, who's celebrating probably still World Series Red Sox. And a special welcome to all the Las Vegas Aces, and they brought a gift with them. Over on the table there is a gift basket, and if you want to enter into the drawing for the gift basket, just put your business card in on the way out, and then they will pick the winner from that. So with that, a warm round of applause from all of our visitors and guests. Okay, at this time, I would like to invite past President Jim Hunt to the front.
Thank you, Jim. Give me just a minute. Fellow Rotarians and honored guests, it gives me great pleasure to announce that we are presenting former UNLV Community Relations Coordinator Autumn Spicer with the most prestigious recognition given from a Rotary Club, a Paul Harris Fellowship. Simply said, Autumn was critical to the success of absolutely every aspect of the UNLV portion of Santa Claus program while she was of service at UNLV. Her assistance at UNLV included securing volunteer student athletes, coaches, trainers, guest speakers, the lead practice field and auditorium facilities, parking, UNLV mascot Hey Reb, audio-visual needs, and so much more. Thanks to her tireless efforts and through her thorough follow-up, Autumn made sure that every detail was checked and double-checked. And as a result, the partnership between Southern Nevada area Rotary Clubs and UNLV became better and stronger than ever and made it possible for us all to serve the needs of children in our community through the Santa Claus program. As I ask Michael Gordon to come up to the podium and Autumn to come up to the podium for a formal presentation, please help me give a warm welcome from the Las Vegas Rotary Club and round of applause and appreciation for her outstanding community service.
So in keeping with the sports theme, I used to always say, Rotary is like tennis. The one who serves best usually wins. Autumn exemplifies that because our Rotary motto is service above self. And Autumn, everything that past President Jim just said, Autumn went above and beyond, not just once, not twice, for all the years that we were with UNLV. So Autumn, it gives me great pleasure to announce you as the world's newest Paul Harris Fellow.
Thank you guys very much. It's a great honor to become a Paul Harris Fellow. I can't thank Jim enough. You've become a really great mentor and friend along the way, and equally working with all of you Rotarians. I can't say enough for all that you guys do in the community, and I think I can speak for myself and on behalf of the ACES that we're excited to be a part of this community. So thank you very much.
Harleen, if I could have you interrupt your lunch and take the microphone over to our birthday table.
Birthday table. You need it.
Would you like to say a few words to this, if you'd like to?
Tom's ready.
We'll wait. You say that.
Hi, everybody. My name is Tina Bishop, and my birthday is November 18th. It's birthday 71. I will share with everyone. So, thank you for sharing.
I'm Adam Homey, and this is my first time having a Rotary birthday, so that's all I have to say.
Hi, everyone. I'm Ed LaPierre. I am not with the Las Vegas Aces. Only one. I've been a Rotarian since 2000, and I'm really pleased, even though I haven't been here for a number of meetings, I'm able to dust off my badge and spend time with some of the nicest business people I've ever met, my long-term friends, and people that I just love in this community. So thank you for the opportunity.
Good afternoon, fellow Rotarians and guests. It's Russ Swain here. That's right, it is my birthday every year, November 12th. I joined this club in 1994. I served as your president from 2008 to 2009. I am so grateful to be a Rotary member. It just warms my heart. And welcome to all our guests. Thanks for all showing up. Past President Tom.
How do you follow that? Tom Thomas, this is my 30th anniversary in the Las Vegas Rotary Club. And I think the most important aspect of the 30th anniversary is that I was honored to join with the first two women to be admitted into a Rotary Club in Las Vegas 30 years ago, Thalia Dondero and Laura Bell Kelch.
Thank you so much. I'm sorry I can't get up. I have a back pain. I hope it's excused. Today, I joined the Rotary Club in 1965 in Iowa, and I moved here in 1978, and I joined again here in Las Vegas Rotary Club. And so today is about on 11th of November is actually my birthday, which I will be, that's called Veteran Days and Armistead Day, and the government has ordered that on my birthday every year they have to have a off, and everybody should be having a holiday. So I don't know, it was for me, it was for somebody else, but on 11th of November, anyhow. But this year I cannot celebrate it, and I have also said, canceled my party that was supposed to be for 98 years of my birthday. And I have told everybody that's canceled due to the fact that my son-in-law, who was Paul Harris member, and about 4 weeks ago, and he died in a car accident here. He was innocent, standing on the red light, waiting for the light to change. And then the other car, they had an accident, and eventually he was the one who got the cerebral hemorrhage and operated twice. And on the 1st of October, he died. And he left his wife, Dr. Arzu Fathi, who is also Paul Harris member, and two kids that they are also Paul Harris member. And we have been quite upset about this situation. That's why I mentioned that I will not celebrate my birthday on 11th of November. But instead, I have asked all my friends and everybody who would like to come and give something in honor of my birthday, to give it to the Rotary International of Las Vegas. So that's all I can say. Thank you so much.
We have a couple of their birthday members. I believe Tom Axtell is over there, and Anil and Tony also birthday.
Thank you. Well, this is Tom Axtell. I've been a member of this club since 1995. I had the pleasure to serve as your president in 2010 and 11. I've seen this club in the glory days of growth in Vegas. I've seen this club continue to serve our community when we were in the bottom of a recession and our membership was slipping. I've seen work, and I've seen projects grow, and I've seen people dedicate themselves and develop great friendships. This is a marvelous club with a tremendous tradition. It's an honor to be a member, and it's great to work with all of you.
Hi there. I'm happy to be celebrating my 6th birthday in Rotary and 52 years of life experience. So thank you for sharing that with me.
And then over to Tony, please.
Well, thank you. Hi, I'm Tony Kern. I'm celebrating, I guess, my 2nd birthday here. I've started in 2017, and next year is my Medicare birthday.
Thank you. Could I have all the birthday Rotarians stand up so we can sing? And Sidra, would you do the honor of serenading them for us?
Okay. Wow, we have a lot of birthday people today. Okay. Everybody ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Rotarians. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you. At this time, I would like to invite Tony Kern to the front, please.
Good afternoon, Rotarians. I am pleased to announce that this year we have been very active and having a very productive Books with Buddies program. We have increased over the past 2 years to currently about 8 mentor volunteers, hoping to get more. We have both returning mentors and new mentors, one of whom, unfortunately, is not here today, Chan Lam. Not only is he a new Rotarian to the club, but he volunteers at Rano, and he volunteered for a 2nd day to mentor children, and he also helps with the Breakfast with Books program at Rano. He's just real enthusiastic. We are encouraged to try to get more mentors involved in the program. I know the first year we had a lot of you involved. We'd like to get that going again. So we will have a sign-up sheet going through in our Green Book coming up in the next couple of weeks for those of you who did not have an opportunity to sign up the first time, or perhaps have time now that you found that maybe you can start in the new semester, January of 2019. Jackie Thornhill and I are doing an experiment with the Buddy program where we alternate weeks of doing our reading, and it's quite successful. It allows you to have a little more flexibility. In order to further our striving and goal to get more mentors, we have 2 of the Spread the Word people here with us, Mary Nelson and Jan Habura, and I'd like to invite Mary up to give you a little information about the program, what their needs are, and how you can become involved. And after she's done, I'm asking that Michael Williams, one of our senior mentors, give us a Rotary mentor moment. Mary?
Hi, good afternoon. I am excited to be here. How about Johnny Hockey? Where's my Calgary guy? Yeah, I love him. He's a flame. Although I'm not a Calgary fan, but, I like him. You guys are so inspiring for us at Spread the Word Nevada, and I know many of you. I know you through the Breakfast with Books program. I grew with you from the first moment you guys adopted Will Beckley Elementary. That was my kind of first year in Spread the Word. And so I was there at the opening when you guys all helped give out all those books to all those kids. I'm there every month with Marie Walsh and her crew at the Breakfast with Books. Beckley loves you. And then I also oversee our Books and Buddies program, the one that Tony was just talking about. And actually, she sold you a little short. There are really 11 of you that are actually involved with the Books and Buddies program across the different sites. In fact, Katie Crockett just joined us yesterday. I saw her at Rex Bell, so I was excited about that. I hadn't seen her for a while. We have some mentors that have been here since the beginning. They started when we opened the first Beckley one 4 years ago. Marie Walsh and John Ingime, and Michael Williams was there at the beginning, and actually Jackie Thornhill, I think, was there at the beginning, and she's returned for us. We've added Brian Sorrentino and Dan Adamson, and also Chan Lam, and Gwen Hall joined us this year. Yeah. So, and of course, Tony's been such a help for us and making sure that, you know, we stay in your forefront of your minds. What we'd like to do is ask that you think about joining the Books and Buddies program. We have 6 centers now, and they're across the valley. So you don't have to go to Will Beckley, even though that is a school that you guys support as a Rotary. But we have, Gwen goes to Rono, Chan goes to Rono, Michael Williams goes to Rex Bell. So wherever your offices are or your homes are, we can get you close to that. You can also share, as Tony was saying, that she and Jackie does. They do that at Beckley, so they share their buddies because they're not always available every week. So that's something that we can also do, because I know some of you travel or business gets in the way sometimes. So don't let that kind of keep you from doing this. We have some flyers that I brought here today. It's an hour-and-a-half training that takes place. We have trainings all the time at our warehouse in Henderson. But the first time we did it with you, we actually came here and we did the training because I think there was like 10 or 11 of you that we trained first, and we did it right after the Rotary meeting. So if we have a group, we're more than willing to do that again. It's an hour-and-a-half, soup to nuts. You get fingerprinted. You're ready to go in about 2 or 3 weeks, and then we'll match you with buddies. So our hope is that we can get some of you trained, and then after the new year, we get you matched up and you start in. So that you wouldn't even start until January. So think about that. So we're going to leave these here. Our next training at the warehouse is November 8th, and we have that on the flyer. I'm also leaving some of my cards with Tony. So if you have any more questions, let me know. I think that's about it.
And just to give you an idea of how rewarding and encouraging the program can be, and all you're doing is you're letting kids pick out books and reading with them, playing educational games. There's no experience necessary. I've never been a teacher, but there's some moments that you just cannot replace, and Michael has at least one to tell us about today.
First off, people come up and say, well, I don't have a degree in reading. I can't. How can I make a difference? This is how it happens. You just come and you sit with them for 30 minutes. They come right to you, and you just read like you would to anybody. You do not need a degree in reading or teaching or behavior modification. They behave better for you than they do their teacher. It's amazing. And if they skip and maybe they're not there that day for whatever reason, and then you get to go in the room and maybe have somebody else come, the teacher says, who wants to go with Books for Buddies? The whole class raises their hand, and these kids they're at reading at grade level. They want to come and have fun because that's what it's all about when we're reading with them. So you can literally double and so almost triple their reading comprehension and reading words per minute in just a few months. And then by the end of the 27 weeks, is it 27 weeks total? You're sitting there going, wow, how come the school teacher couldn't do that? You know, because they have so many kids, that's why they can't sit with one-on-one, and it makes such a huge difference. So I just recommend that everybody do it, even if you double or triple up with somebody. You can go at least every other week, every third week, something. Yeah, it makes a huge difference. And one little thing that just happened just yesterday, I asked my students, I always ask them what they did for the week before, and I said, well, are you going trick-or-treating tonight? No, I'm not going. And I go, because her father had passed away. And I go there, And I said, oh, what happened? And there was a shooting evidently in the neighborhood. Oh, but it's okay because my mom survived, and I do have a mom. So just by doing these 30 minutes, I can't tell you how rewarding it is, and it can make a difference between them going on to higher education stuff just because they can read. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Chris and Jay.
Thanks very much. Arlene, if I can put you back to service again, please. Can you take the microphone back to past President Russell Swain?
Hey, twice in one day, you guys. I'm really grateful that I get to talk about our tailgate party that we had just a couple weeks ago. Thanks to Anil over here, we had a good time at the UNLV Air Force football game. Do you know who won that game? Yeah, it wasn't UNLV. I'm sorry to report that, but we had about 25 people. Anil, is that right? Around 25 people. He made a fabulous meal for our group, and we had some fellowship, and we all went in and enjoyed the game, and we support our teams, our local teams, no matter what, right? That's what we do. As Rotarians, we support our community. Thanks.
Thank you. Paul Matthew, are you going to come to the front, I believe?
Hi, club members. I'm happy to talk to you about an exciting program we have. It's called the J. Tiberti Fellow. And I want you to take two things away from this. When you hear the name J. Tiberti, I'd like to help you understand who that man was. He moved here to Las Vegas in 1940 when there were 8,000 people. He opened up the Tiberti Construction Company in 1950 when there were about 80,000 people in town. And he's built quite a few of the famous buildings in this town. But our connection with JA was that he was a member of this Rotary Club for over 60 years. And the second word, the fellow. A fellow is a chance for you to join in and participate with a donation to our foundation that supports the service of our club. All members are asked to participate and support the foundation on an annual basis, ensuring the continued growth of our principal amount. The foundation takes pride in recognizing contributions of any size. Those club members who give $1,000 or more, or in whose name a donation of $1,000 or more is made, are acknowledged as a J.A. Tiberti Fellow. We currently have 131 fellows in our club, and we ask for your support and look to continue growing this program. Jerry Engel will now speak about how those donations can be made.
Well, there's two ways to make a donation. As all of us know, you can write a check for cash, or you can make a distribution in kind. And kind is where you would give property. It could be stock, it could be real estate, it could be art. And what our foundation has approved in our Constitution is that we can accept distributions of kind as long as it's in publicly traded security. So if you have a stock that you want to make a $1,000 contribution, you have a stock that costs you $100 and it's worth $1,000, you could just give the foundation your stock for $1,000, take a donation, but you don't have to report the $900 gain, which saves a little in income tax. You still get your contribution of $1,000, and the only one who loses out is Uncle Sam, and I'm sure that doesn't bother you. Thank you.
Thank you both. Okay, Arlene, if you could take the microphone to Lucy Perotti, please. To your right.
Thank you. Okay, everyone, I just kind of want to give you an update on last week's Halloween party. It was last Friday, and it was so much fun. We had about 22 people that attended, and that is including guests, so we didn't have as many Rotarians as we would have liked. But overall, it was a pretty good turnout. We raised $498, and that was in donations and raffle items as well. And then, so that brings our total to $5,744, which is not bad, but last year we actually raised a total of $7,305. So we're not where we want to be just yet, but we still have a couple more weeks. We have until the 21st of November, which is our meeting with the Kiwanis, to raise up some more money. So I encourage everybody to please donate as much as you can, or just bring some cans. That would be great as well. I do want to give a huge thanks to Deb and Janice for all of your guys' help. I appreciate it so much. And another huge shout out to Anil. The food was amazing, and he actually also brought in complimentary wine, which was a surprise to all of us. What? Oh, I thought you were talking to me. So yeah, that was all. Thank you.
Deb Grandup, would you please update us on the holiday party?
Good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, once again, I just want to remind everyone, December 6th, same day as Santa Claus, our annual holiday party at Treasure Island. Once again, they're hosting us with their fabulous hospitality and food. So 6 o'clock, I believe it's $80 for guests, but I have to confirm that. 75. Okay, it's $5 off. So spouses and guests are $75. Members are free, included in your dues. And we anticipate a really fun night. It's a great opportunity for fellowship, and it's a great opportunity to share all of the successes of that morning at Santa Claus. So please sign up in the Green Book, December 6th, 6 o'clock at TI. Thank you.
Thank you. And the Green Book is going around. I'd also encourage you to sign up for Santa Claus if you haven't done so already. Past President Jim, as you know, has announced it to the club, and it's a fantastic event if you can make it. Sorry, Deb, could you explain also what we have here today? Yeah, that'd be great.
So, as part of the Halloween party, I had secured a donation from a client, and we decided to hold it for today so that more people had an opportunity to win this prize. So my client is Diplomat Auto Rentals at the SLS Hotel, and they rent exotic cars by the hour, so Lamborghinis, Maseratis, all kinds of exotic cars. And they were gracious enough to donate to our club a 4-hour rental with a value of $600. And the only thing I need you to be aware of, the rental is free, but you do need to cover the insurance. So if you have rental coverage on your existing policy, you're good. If you do not have rental coverage on your existing policy, you will have to provide your own insurance. But it is a $600 value from Diplomat Auto Rentals at SLS. And I'm going to ask Jim to do the auction because I'm just not good at that. Thank you.
Okay, so here's the certificate for an exotic car. It'll be a great time for a date or just cruising around on the strip or however you want to do it. So I'm asking for an opening bid of $50 for a 6-hour rental of, 4 hours, pardon me, $600 value, $50. Do I have $50 for it? 50. Do I have $75? 75? Do I have $100? $100. $100. $100. Do I have $125? 125, 125. Do I have 150? 150. 200. Do I have 225? 225. 250. Anyone? 250. 275. Do we have 275? 275. 250. 300. Do we have 325? 325? Yes. Yes. Okay. 350. 350. 375. Rob. Yes, 375. Chris, 400? 500. Oh. 500. Do I have 5 and a quarter? 500 once. 500 twice. 500. Chris Rodenfeld, thank you so much. Congratulations. Excellent. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, you got to pause and smile. Okay, so we're a little behind time. I got to do the raffle here still. To draw for the chance at the Joker, it's 681-5299, 681-5299. $5299. Oh, Sharon McNair. And while she comes up, I'll let you know that we have 2 extra raffle items that have been donated by Rosalie Hedrick. They are tickets, a pair of 2 tickets each to the golf tournament this weekend. Nine of spades. Okay, for the Lowry's box, it is 5147. 5147, last 4 digits. Oh, Jerry Angle. Fantastic. Here, I'll walk this over to you. Congratulations. Okay, for the first set of tickets to the Las Vegas Golf Tournament, 5188. 5188. Again, these are courtesy of Rosalie Hedrick and Nevada State Bank. Oh, fantastic, Paul. There you go. Thank you. And the last one is 5116. 5116. Bob, are you standing up? Bob, our official designated raffle winner. And you know why he wins, folks? Because he buys tickets every week, and he buys lots of them. All right, thank you.
Hey, trust but verify.
Good job. Okay, at this time I'd like to invite up past President Jim Hunt.
Thank you, President Jim. Good afternoon once again, fellow Rotarians and guests. Today I also have the great honor of introducing our guest speaker, WNBA Las Vegas Aces coach Bill Lambier. Here's a Reader's Digest version of his outstanding career. Bill played collegiately at Notre Dame from 1975 to 79. As any basketball fan knows, he then had an outstanding 14-year career in the NBA as a 4-time All-Star and 2-time world champion. He also became only the 19th player in NBA history to eclipse the 10,000 level in both points with 13,790 points and 10,400 rebounds. As a member of the famed Bad Boys, Bill also had his number 40 NBA jersey retired by the Detroit Pistons in 1995, a rare honor. Now leading our WNBA Las Vegas Aces, Bill is a 2-time WNBA Coach of the Year and has 3 national championships under his belt. For kids and adults growing up and living in the Detroit area, Bill Lambier was an idolized, grinded-out, physical presence, never-quit ball player that Detroit fans loved having represent them. For kids and adults growing up living in the Boston area, Bill and the Bad Boys of the Detroit Pistons were guys that we loved to hate. But that was because we all knew just how good they were. Now, having attended all of the Las Vegas home games at Mandalay Bay last year with my sweetheart Leslie Malika, who is here today and wouldn't miss this for anything, I've seen firsthand how Coach Lambier has taught the same kind of grinded-out physical presence to our Las Vegas Aces who have such great promise for the future. And there's no one that I would rather have leading our Las Vegas Aces, okay, maybe Larry Bird, to a national championship this year. With that, if he doesn't pound me into the ground, please give a warm welcome to Las Vegas head coach, WNBA, Bill Lambier.
I'm old, got to wear glasses. Who's Larry Bird? Thank you all for having me here today. What a magnificent year in professional sports for Las Vegas it was this past year, huh? You had the hockey team going off, got to the finals. You got the Raiders breaking ground on their new arena. And you have the Las Vegas Aces now in town showing what the women in this world can do on the basketball court. I'm going to run through briefly how this all transpired and what I expect in the future. It all started with a phone call I got from Jim Murin, the chairman of MGM. Shocked the crap out of me. What are you calling me for? And who are you? He said they're buying the San Antonio franchise, they're moving to Las Vegas, and they want me to come and run the show for them. I need a new challenge, but, this is something to big chew off. I said, yeah, okay, I'll give it a go. It was just something that I felt like I wanted to do. I never worked so hard in my whole life. I mean, the launch of this thing was unbelievable. They bought it on November the 1st. The hiring process takes forever. So I can't really get anybody hired till past January, and then we have to play in May. So starting from scratch, we had nothing. I mean, my great line is we had to go out and buy everything, including toenail clippers. But we didn't have anything. So we embarked upon a process, and there's so much that had to get done, and there's so many people that were involved in this, and they worked so hard. It was very hectic at times. It was very stressful at times. When you got the chairman and the president of MGM looking over your shoulder all the time, you got a little bit of pressure on you. So anyways, the arena, we had to redo the arena. Okay, it was old. It was playing in Mandalay Bay. It was dated. They had plans to put, new stuff in there, but we were the catalyst to make that happen. All new seating, all back of the house, new locker rooms. It all had to get done in a time frame of, 4 months, with concerts coming in and out there all the time and conventions coming all the time. But I went to walk through with Bill Hornbuckle, my boss, and we're going through, and he's looking around going, well, where's the Jumbotron? Well, Bill, we don't have one. Well, I want one. And Cindy Wilder, our architect, says, it's really expensive. And he goes, I want a Jumbotron. Go get one. So we got a Jumbotron. And it's great for the fan experience. I mean, it makes the arena wonderful. Ticket sales. It was on a ticket sale department. And I said, well, no problem. You have all these venues, you have all these stuff going on. You have a great ticket department. Nope. People come to MGM to buy tickets. MGM doesn't go to Bell to sell tickets. So we had to design a whole new ticket department. Business logistics, had to hire a whole staff, for organizing planes, buses, all the transportation, practice, things like that. It was just a big animal. And then a practice site. We don't have a practice site. So we went to UNLV, and we cut a deal with them that we took over their ladies' locker room, their ladies' training room, and their court for the entire month of May, basically, last year for training camp. In return, we rebuilt their entire locker room structure. We rebuilt their entire training room structure, brought it up to first class, but it should be, because quite frankly, it was a mess. And we're very appreciative of the partnership that we have with UNLV basketball team. I see she's coming in a couple of weeks to speak to you all, the state of the UNLV women's team. Nice lady, Kathy Oliver. And then there's always the basketball team. So I had to build a basketball team because in San Antonio, they were last place for 3 years. I was not a part of that. I was in New York. And so I had to, look at the team, understand who they were. The team was in shock, obviously, because they're entrenched in San Antonio, and all of a sudden they're gone to Las Vegas. That lasted about 20 seconds when they realized, I'm going to Las Vegas? And so when they found out the commitment that the ownership was making to the team, they became very excited. And so now we have this big animal. We got to roll it out. How do we do? I talked to the people, talked to sponsors yesterday. They were very happy with the season. I'm talking to some season ticket holders here and people that go to the games. They're very happy with it, and I'll talk more about that in a minute. But we sold over 5,000 seats in a short period of time, which is phenomenal. Puts us up in the upper echelon of tickets sold in our league. So that it was quite an accomplishment, I think. Our turnstile redemption was a little bit lower than that, which we're in the middle of trying to understand. Some were group tickets that didn't redeem their tickets. Some were season ticket holders that MGM said, how much do you buy from us? Buy a couple tickets from us. And so we have a ticket redemption program coming on for this next year of giving away if you're not going to use your tickets, we're going to give them to underprivileged kids or into charities for them to come and enjoy the games. That's a big project of mine to get accomplished, and I think it's going to do very well. If you came to a game, the arena seemed crowded. And we seat 10,000 and change in a full packed house, putting 4,000 people in the stands. It felt very, you can ask Carolyn Swords, it felt great. A great atmosphere for our product. It was really a lot of fun. The arena came out wonderful. If you come to brand new seats, the Jumbotron is great. And one of the things that Jim was very passionate about was the fan experience, in-game fan experience. And that's one was the most pressure-packed of them all. How are we going to do that? The Vegas Golden Knights were going off, and they have the best in the NHL, and we have to compete with that. So that was a learning experience, but overall, it came out great. My wife said, after one game, she goes, it's halftime, and no one's leaving their seats. They want to see the halftime show. That's pretty impressive. We have the best in-game experience in the league by far. We are Las Vegas, after all. And I have a statement, and they put in the Jumbotron all the time, we are Las Vegas, and you're not. That's our philosophy. But I think, and it was, I mean, you got Cirque du Soleil people out there performing, flying through the air and acrobatics and the Jabberwockies and all stuff like that. It was quite a show for this year, and next year is only going to be better. We have lots of plans on the drawing board right now. Talking about our team again, we were the youngest team in the league by far. All young players, gave me more gray hairs. But we did get the number one pick in the draft last year, and we drafted, it was a no-brainer, Asia Wilson from South Carolina. And she came in and then set probably the second best in the history of rookies in coming in our league in points, rebounds, just overall game. She was, as advertised, unanimous Rookie of the Year, All-Star. I was surprised she didn't make first or second team All-WNBA, but that's definitely in her future. And she won a gold medal at the World Championships with the United States basketball team. That's pretty impressive for a 22-year-old out of college. All the pressure on her, and she performed admirably. And there's so much more upside. We also had the prior year number one pick in Kelsey Plum, all-time leading scorer in the history of women's college basketball. When I came to Las Vegas, everybody says, she can't play. I said, what do you mean she can't play? Number one pick in the whole draft. No, she can't play. She's too selfish, and she's all about herself, and blah, 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 blah. Well, I have a philosophy. I don't know any player until I coach them. So I sat her down before the season started and talked about what my expectations was and what I thought her role was going to be. And she just said, yes, sir, watch me go. And she had a wonderful year for us, better than anybody expected. Her future is also very high. She's a good quality kid, too. So we have a good nucleus. Kayla McBride, she obviously came from the best school in the country in Notre Dame. She had a breakout year. And one of the comments that she made in the locker room that came back to me was, she's been waiting for a coach like this for her whole career because I'm no nonsense, I don't like drama, and we just go play basketball, and who's ever better plays. And she really appreciates that, and she had an all-star year this year. And I expect more from her in the future. But like I said, we are the youngest team in the league, and we won the lotto again. So this year we get the number one overall pick again for the third year in a row, which is unprecedented in the history of our league. I have no idea who I'm going to take right now. I may trade it. We need veteran presence, but overall I think our future is extremely bright. Our players, they see it also. The fans see it, talking to people. He led into things that in the magazine there in the bio. We're expected to make the playoffs this year. Oh, thank you very little. Our players. Every franchise, every league is built upon their players. Without the players, there is no game. And the WNBA has been around for 22 years. Now, sounds like a long time. The men have been around 45, 50 years. At 22 years, we're so far advanced than they were at their 22 anniversary. So our product is positioned for long-term success, You know, we have our moments when we struggle, but overall, this year, we just had our league meetings here in Las Vegas. And every measurable for this season across the board for the league was up and up dramatically. Our TV ratings, our viewership, up 25, 30%. Our social media is up dramatically. Our gate revenue is up. Our tickets, our attendance and tickets are down, but the revenue is up. How does that happen? It means that we're not giving away tickets anymore. It means we don't have to. It means we have a quality product that people want to go see, and we don't have to diminish the value of the ticket anymore. So we're going to show great double-digit increases in that also. So the mood of the league is great. And I'm going to the Board of Governors in November. We're going to talk about future things to enhance the league. But our players, they're all college graduates. The men are one and done. We don't have a one and done rule. In WNBA, your high school class has to graduate from college before you're eligible for the draft, or you are on track to graduate early. That's our rules of our league. So these are grown women coming to college with college degrees, very smart, and wanting an opportunity to compete and earn a living. Our league was based upon community. Way back when, the pioneers, as they called them, realized that to grow this league and to grow the opportunity in the United States, they had to entrench themselves in the community and grow through the grassroots, through the schools, the young kids. So this past year, we did our best to be in the community as much as possible. We got a late start, and the season this year was very condensed and contracted. There was very few days off, but we did our best. But our league and our team is founded on community. In each of the players' contracts, they're obligated to do 10 community appearances a year. The men won't do one unless you pay them. So in our business, they love it. If you see one of our players like Carolyn or somebody out in the city at some place, talk to them. They're very engaging. They're very smart. They're very passionate about what they do and about our product. We're very fortunate that we got Autumn from UNLV. She's our community relations person. Did a one hell of a job for us this year and very deserving of the award you got today. And also, Jim and Bill's big passion is community. So we have our marching orders. We're going to be out there. You're going to see us, myself and everybody on my staff, all the players, trying to make a difference because they are, with all due respect to Charles Barkley, professional athletes are role models, especially in the women's game. It's a great way to a young girl to grow up and have an opportunity. I'm always asked by the kids, oh, I want to be a pro athlete. I want to be a professional basketball player. Well, it's not going to happen. Very, very few get that opportunity. But what you can do is get a free education through sports. And I think that's one of the things that our ladies will preach to the youngsters is use sports to get a free education. We all want to save money, right? My daughter got a free education at Syracuse University, which is wonderful. Don't have to pay for it. Then she comes out, Dad, I don't want to play basketball anymore. You mean I got to pay now? Yeah. So she ended up stopping. She just got tired of it. She wasn't going to be a professional player. I was very proud of her for all that she accomplished at that point. I had the money to pay for her, so that was okay. Our product, I keep asking questions of all during the year and even after the year I meet people. And one thing that kept coming up throughout the course of the year when you talk to somebody who attended a game was, it's so much fun. Yeah, the in-game experience is something. But then someone else came along and said, well, it's like a social scene. You see the same people and you talk and you're really excited about the product and okay, that's really good. And so we have something. What it's going to be in the long run is anybody's guess. Team has to continue to perform. We have to still continue to be really good. We're going to be really good. Trust me on that one. We got some good players who want to be here, who care. And as of today, the players opted out of the collective bargaining agreement. So I expect by down the future, the free agency will be more robust. And they're going to go, I want to go to Las Vegas because we take care of our players, the town is going to take care of our team, and management is going to take care of the whole package and make sure this is a quality place for everybody to be. Our tickets, our business, it's a very simple business. Our ticket is inexpensive. Okay, a mid-range seat right in the middle of the arena for a whole season is $640. That's not bad. You can go to, I guarantee you the Raiders for one game is going to cost about $640. Probably more than that too. But I think overall, this is a product that you need to experience. If you don't like it, okay, that's okay. But if you don't experience it and come and see how hard they play and how talented they are, these are the best women athletes in the world, playing a sport they love and passion. And I was talking to, you were talking about how physical they are. They are physical. You got there, if you get close and you watch them bang into each other, and they're going to compete. And they swear just like the guys do. Okay, they're athletes that they care, and they're going to rip your heart out if they have to get a win. That's what athletes do. What else I got to talk about today? I'll take some questions here in a minute. I want to hear what you want to ask. But I'll cut off one. Everybody always asks, what's the difference between coaching men and coaching women? One, I can't go in the locker room when I want to. Second is the women, they if you yell at a guy in his face and get him, he wants to punch you. Okay, but he can't because you're the authority figure. You get in the face and yell at a woman basketball player, they take it real personal. And it's like, oh crap, I didn't really do that, did I? But they eventually, they understand, but they take it more to heart. And the last thing, this is a given. Women listen so much better than the guys do. It's unbelievable.
Amen.
Unbelievable. They want to be coached. They want to understand how it works. They want leadership. They want, and the guys just say, no, just give me the money. I'm going to do my thing. So that's why I love coaching the women's game, because it's all about, for a coach, it's also very fundamental basketball. The men's game now in the pros is 1-on-1. 2-on-2 maybe. The women's game is 5-on-5 because they can't make up for mistakes with their athleticism. They can't jump out of the gym and block shots. So they have to do it fundamentally 5-on-5. And as a coach, like Johnny Wooden said, that's the best that you can have being a coach, is they have that kind of atmosphere. Another one to cut off also. I used to be able to hide. I can't hide, I'm 6'11". So when I go in airports and stuff like that, I'm always like, oh, there's Bill, and they want a selfie and they want to pat you on the back, and oh yeah, great, wonderful. And it was, as I was getting older, it was going away, which was great. Now, I'm not anonymous, but I'm getting close. And then we had this thing, 30 for 30, about the Pistons come out. Oh, man. I'm down back in the soup again. But however, that was a very accurate portrayal of what the Detroit Pistons were. Who we were very, we can be assholes sometimes. But we're a very physical basketball team, but we were a very talented basketball team. And we were driven to win, and we were going to win championships, and we did. And everybody always asks me, well, when you won a championship, it had to be so great. And no, I said, no, it's actually a relief that you go through all of this your whole life, and you put everything mentally and physically out there, risking your life, and if you go away and you don't win, well, that sucks. Go ask Charles Barkley, or go ask Patrick Ewing. Ooh, I said the wrong word, Patrick Ewing. So it was relief that we finally won. And I think that's what's going to be on our team in Las Vegas going forward, is the expectations as we develop it both, physically and maturity and adding more pieces. I think that expectation will be great upon them to compete for the championship for a long time to come. That's our goal in this marketplace, is to put something out there where you all as fans can grow with, win with, and just enjoy yourself as much as you can. And the last one I got to talk about, so cut off some questions, Dennis Rodman. Yeah, I played with him. He's a good guy. But I got a call yesterday that they're going to do a special 30 for 30 on Dennis Rodman that'll come out probably 5-6 months from now. So that should be kind of interesting. So I'm going to take some questions here if you have some. And yes, go ahead.
Wait, I have the microphone, so I go first. So if I buy tickets, where do I actually go? Where is the arena?
Where is the opening night?
Yes.
Oh, well, the tickets, you can buy tickets at that's our whole ticket sale department over there. You can go to our website, but call us.
But where do I go?
Where do you? We'll play at Mandalay Bay.
Okay.
Play at Mandalay Bay. But you can do everything in the off season. They'll do it all in advance. You'll get your tickets in the mail. And but yeah, it's we appreciate everybody coming out. It is fun. Yes.
Coach, what kind of TV time are you looking at?
Well, this past year we were on the Regional Sports Network, and we got started so late. We picked and choose. We found a home for ourselves. We televise every home game. This year we're unclear yet of what vehicle we're going to use to show our games, whether it'll be on cable like a regional sport network or on an over-the-air situation. We're going to start negotiating that soon. But we're going to show every home game like we did last year. I think it's important to penetrate the marketplace. If you're not coming to a game, you might watch us on TV, and then you watch on TV, hey, that's pretty cool, I'm going to go to the game. So I don't see that changing, especially when my bosses all want to see it on TV also. So I got my marching directions. Other questions? Yes.
First of all, thanks for not pounding me into the ground. Appreciate that very much. Can you tell us a little bit about some of the lessons you saw everything good, bad, and ugly in the NBA in 14 years? Some of the lessons you try to teach your players of being a professional athlete.
Well, okay, yeah. I'm a different kind of player than a lot of players. I don't take any plays off in practice or in the games, and so that's what I'm trying to instill in my players is the best way to say it, the value of 2 points. Okay, and the value of 2 points could happen in the first quarter, second, third quarter, whatever. If you are so concentrated that you don't throw a sloppy turnover, or you don't travel all over the place and turn the ball over, or you miss a defensive assignment and they get 2 points. Well, that 2 points in the second quarter counts as much as a last-second shot. And I'll tell you, it's so much harder. Well, it's easy to make a shot when you're up one. If you're down one, it's exponentially harder because the pressure is there. You know you have to make it, and only special players can do that consistently. So if you take care of the business in the first 3 quarters and you're up 3, 4, 5, well, you win the game. So that's what I'm trying to instill in our players is, and youngsters don't get it. They just don't understand it. They just want to go play, and they don't realize that missed free throw there could be the end of the game down the road. So that's the message I'm trying to get across them is every play and in practice should be harder than the games. You should practice so hard in practice, compete against each other, that when the game comes around, oh, wow, this is easy. That's how we used to play. My teams in Detroit, when I was coaching the women's game in Detroit, that's how we played there. That's what I'm going to try to instill in this group here. All right, he said my time is up. Thank you all for listening to me. I appreciate it, and I hope to see you at a game.
Thank you. Thank you very much for coming. And I would like to present you with a certificate. It is the Share What You Can Award, and we're going to present a meal to a needy veteran in your name. So thank you so much for coming. And do you have time for questions afterwards? I think some people. Okay, great. He'll be around for questions afterwards. I'm sorry, we have to smile and stare at the camera here, or not. Photoshop. Yeah.
Sorry, hard to hear you.
As we leave here today, let us go forth into the world in peace. Be of good courage. Hold fast to that which is good. Render to no one evil for evil. Strengthen the faint-hearted. Support the weak. Help the afflicted. Honor all persons. Love and serve each other, rejoicing in the fellowship of Rotary. Be people of action. Be the inspiration. Meeting adjourned.